Did you know that French toast doesn't actually have its origin in France? The oldest recorded recipes actually come from about 5 AD in Rome. They would soak bread in a mixture of eggs and milk and fry it in butter or oil, and they would make what they would call pan dulcis. Really good French toast starts the night before you want to have it. Now we're going to need 4 egg yolks and 2 cups of heavy cream. Regular cream works fine, and if you prefer it, milk works fine too. I've made it both ways, they're both good. But with that said, the milk may be made for a bit of a looser interior on the French toast, but really they're both good. Now we'll just need 4 other things. 2 tablespoons of sugar, a teaspoon of salt, about a teaspoon of vanilla, and a small shake of cinnamon. Whisk it together, put it covered in the fridge, and leave it overnight. And in the morning, you'll have custard. Now, maple syrup would be great in this, right? It's a classic, it's maple syrup. But let's do something a little bit different. Let's take a cup of blueberries and let's macerate them with about 3 tablespoons of sugar. Smash the blueberries up real good. I did a bad job here, came back, did a better job, learned from my mistakes, but just get them all nice and smashed, put it in the fridge overnight, and when you come back in the morning, you're going to have this great blueberry sauce that's just going to be super good. I put some bread out to stale overnight to see what kind of difference it would make versus like unstaled bread. But I don't think it actually makes that much difference, to be completely honest. At least not with this. This is brioche. The custard actually doesn't even soak in that well when it's stale like this. It just kind of fell back out when I put it in the pan. And I let it sit in the custard for like 2 minutes. It just didn't soak it up. That's all we need for now, so I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Yep, that's stale bread. It's brioche, like I said. A great choice for French toast. But I've also tried this with Hawaiian bread. I found a loaf of sliced Hawaiian bread at Kroger. Ooh, I may have liked that more. Okay, check out these blueberries. These are like perfect. This is what you want. This is going to be good. Definitely smash these. Do not even bother slicing these. Don't put yourself through that. What an ordeal. Don't. Say, I've got some extra whipping cream, and I've got some good maple syrup. Say, why don't we make some maple whipped cream? Let's get weird. I was off the rails at this point, so I really don't know how much maple syrup or whipped cream I put into this. It's probably best practice just to taste it after you've added the maple syrup to see if it's as sweet as you want it to be before you whipped it. It's probably hard to mix in extra maple syrup once you've already whipped it together. It probably just wouldn't come together at that point. But I don't know. Maybe it's just a matter of how much effort you're willing to put into it. Is that worth it? Probably not. Let's get our custard into something that would promote efficient dippage of the bread. This pie pan works great, but if you don't have one, a shallow bowl would work, or a high-walled plate. Whatever works, really. There's no rules, generally. Let's get our skillet heating up on the stove while our bread soaks in some of that custard. Let's use our brand new carbon steel pan that we got on clearance. Hell yeah. You could use a Teflon non-stick skillet. No problem. Works good. I had this and I wanted to use it, and it is nice. It's nice. I like it. Let's throw a little butter into the skillet. You want a gentle sizzle. If your pan's too hot, you're gonna burn the outside of your toast before the inside is cooked. You don't want that. Burnt French toast doesn't taste very good. Don't do that, dummy. Okay, I changed my mind. New rule. Cook your French toast over medium heat. Don't burn it. I think that's a rule we can all agree on. And don't be afraid to peek underneath to see how it's coming along. And if you flip it and it's not done yet, just flip it again. It's fine. You're not going to hurt it. Physically, anyway. It may never recover emotionally. Now we can finally get everything assembled and enjoy the fruits of our labor. And geez, this turned out real good. Like real good. This is some of the best French toast I've ever had. For real. It comes together pretty quick and it's honestly pretty easy. 100%. I would do the blueberries again. Strawberries would also be really good, but these blueberries are great. I don't I don't know if I can go back to maple syrup. Honestly, you just got to start the custard the night before and it takes like 5 minutes. It's so worth it. You could make it in the morning. But don't just do it the night before. Like, come on, you're planning to make French toast. Like, are you really spur of the moment waking up one morning and you're like, I'm gonna go through the trouble of making French toast? Yeah, maybe. I pretty much had everything I needed on hand, except for the heavy cream. And if I was using milk, I did have everything I needed. So, yeah. But you should give this a try. It turned out so good, and I think you'll like it. The hardest part was the whipped cream. And you could use canned. It's the same thing. Well, I had maple in mine. It's so close to the same thing, though. I would not skip the blueberries, though. Or doing it the night before. Don't skip that.